Yeah, it says go, sorry. I was distracted. What sound do we need? That one and that one? Yeah, we need those two. There we go. I think we're right now. Oh, good evening, Peanuts.
Yeah.
It says go, sorry. Oh, looks like I forgot to mute there. So that's that sorted. Now I was looking into the Zigzag Railway. At the moment they're closed because of a few issues that's happened in the last couple of years. Um, I'll see if I can bring up the main bit about it. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Not that one. Not that one. Ah, don't tell me I lost it. Uh, I did have the right one. Now I've lost it. I'll just grab that bit again. Where was it? Uh, that one or that one? Wasn't that one? That one. No, wasn't that one either. Ah, it's here. It's definitely here. Yeah, that's the one. Right. Now this is the latest information about the place, and then we'll work our way back from there. Okay. It's classified as being in Lithgow, but Lithgow's basically next to it, not really in Lithgow. Um, it's currently closed because they had a few problems at the last couple of years. There was um, there was a bushfire. Um, is that the one that's telling us about the bushfires? No. Okay. There was two bushfires. So that was last year's in at the end of the year, 2019, and there was one before that again. So a couple of bushfires have wiped them out a little bit. So it's hurt it. It's a very popular tourist attraction, and they're working towards opening it late to 21, but I hope it gets going again because it is a place where a lot of people visited. I think these are just some of the images of when it was actually running.
So was that snow I saw in one of those photos?
Yes, that is definitely snow, which is very. Well, it's not odd to have snow, but it just doesn't happen every single year. So that
Yeah, it's just
somebody
not
did take a
just
picture
something
of it.
just something us northern hemisphere types are not used to the idea of seeing in Australia at all.
Yeah.
Thinking that you're a completely tropical country, I guess.
Well, it's about 900 odd meters above sea level in that area. At, I think that's where the Clarence railway station is where the zigzags departs from. Uh, so at that height, well, Lithgow gets snow, and that's just down in the valley behind it. I'll just see if I can find that other info. That's not the one I wanted there. Okay. There was some information about the fire. It's not on that one. Oh, yeah, here it is. Um, Operation of the Heritage Railway was suspended in 2012 following accreditation issues with the New South Wales government, which I'll have to look into that to find what happened there. The railway was aiming to resume services in October 2013, but was then severely damaged during the 2013 New South Wales bushfires, and then subsequently by torrential rain. Repairs are ongoing, and trials of restored rail tracks and of rail vehicles and track commenced in August 2016, and it was planned to recommence limited heritage operations in 2019 until the 2019-2020 bushfires damaged key infrastructure. So they haven't had a good run the last couple of years because of bushfires.
Yeah, and running a railway in the mountains is difficult, even for a mainline railway backed by the government.
Uh, right. Okay, this you've got a bit of a got that bit. Oh, we can read that about it. I haven't got a lot. There's videos are a bugger to find. There's personal videos that people have filmed, footage, but somebody's only got a couple of subscribers. They've taken taken a little bit of video of when it's not running in between. So I can show snippets of that, even though it's not Creative Commons, but I won't play the whole video. Okay, so I'll just share that because that's some we can read that. Okay,
Testing
so
audio. You guys there?
oh yep, we're here. Are you
Yeah,
there?
we're here.
Are you there?
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, oh, you're here. You're right now. Okay, so info Blue Mountains railway pages down through the 10 tunnels. Zigzag. I don't know what this is. 238 from Sydney, 215 from Parramatta. A diminutive platform serving the lower terminus Lithgow Zigzag Railways. Major 19th century engineering achievement, Tourist Railway. Introduction. Okay. The Lithgow Zigzag was the second of two zigzags switchbacks constructed to carry the Western Railway over the Blue Mountains, west of Sydney. Oh, you pressed the wrong button.
Did he press the goodbye button?
I don't know what happened there, but you pressed the wrong button.
What, me?
Yeah, you pressed the wrong button for Zoom.
Oh no, I left Zoom because it pissed me off, man.
Well, fine. Be like that. Okay.
Yeah,
Right. I'm going to
I'm
keep
on
reading this.
Discord.
Yeah, okay. We can
Yeah,
hear
go
you.
ahead.
We can
Go
hear you.
ahead, buddy.
They just don't know you're in here. They'll just think, oh, that's me talking. The Lithgow Zigzag was the second to... Yeah, I read that bit. To carry the Western Railway over the Blue Mountains west of Sydney. The first at Lapstone Hill carried the line up the eastern escarpment, one the far side of the mountains. The larger Lithgow, or Great Zigzag, carried the line down into Lithgow Valley. So, okay, so there was another smaller zigzag on one side, and then the main zigzag on the other side to go back down into the mountain, down into the valley. Okay. Um, the zigzag received much attention from the press, both here and abroad. Some examples may be viewed. Okay. Opened Monday, October 18th. So it's not as so we've missed the centenary of it or whatever you call it. October 18th, 1869, and it was bypassed in October 16, 1910. So it only lasted what? How many years is that? 30,
40 years
40,
just
40
about.
years roughly, yeah. By a series of 10 tunnels. The new route utilising the Zigzag's bottom road in the 1980s, a railway preservation group reopened the line. More info on that. So it was in 1980s it was reopened for a tourist. The zigzag attracted a great deal of attention both in Australia and overseas, being regarded as a major engineering feat of its day and attracting many of the able, I don't know what that, or best or blessed engineers of the time. It is said that, with 2 or 3 exceptions, the work was without parallel in the world. The construction involved in some places surveyors being suspended by ropes from the clip tops. 2 blasts were carried out with great publicity and ceremony, the second being triggered by the Countess of Belmore, the Governor's wife. Okay. Here's some statistics for people that like numbers. Okay, so descent from the Clarence Tunnel to the valley floor is 470 feet. I had metres there before, so back then it was in feet, so I'd have to convert it all. The gradient is 1 in 42. Blasting 1 using 3/4 tons of blasting powder triggered by galvanic electricity. Okay, I have to look into that one. That was 40,000 tons of rock. And the second one was the same. Oh no, it was using 3.5 tons of blasting. That's a lot of blasting powder. 3.5 tons.
Yeah, that is a big bang.
A big bada boom. And that was 45,000 tons of rock removed for that one. Viaducts with 30-foot semicircular arches. 3 something of sandstone. I don't know what the 3 means there.
I think there's 3 of them and they're made of sandstone.
Okay.
Is my take on it.
Yeah. Tunnels, 1 stone line. Cost per mile. Okay. £20,000 to £25,000. That's a lot of money back then, isn't it? Back in late 1800s.
Yeah, that's an awful lot of money back then. That would be tens of, I would think that would be tens of millions of pounds per mile these days.
Yeah, somebody can convert that if they want to try to work it out what it is in today's money if you want. Ah, Scott's here. No, he's not. He's there. Sorry. The GF for the footy is on. Oh, is that why nobody's here? Because there's a grand final for football. Well, I'm not into football, so whatever. Right, Zigzag remained in service until 1910, when it was bypassed by a series of 10 tunnels, which we'll look into that later. This is an early photograph of the Zigzag Railway. Note the 3 viaducts. The top, middle and bottom roads are clearly visible. Okay, the top there, you can just make it out. That's the top one. There's a couple of viaducts there on the bottom row, and there's another track down here. Okay, that gives us that bit of info. That looks like back in its heyday when it was actually running good for the fires. Alright, just see if we can grab some other info. Stop sharing for a sec. What else have we got here? Oh, we've got there's a Wikipedia about it, but we already read that. Well, I can read the little bit here that gives you some info too. That's that. Didn't I read that bit there? Yeah, it's an Australian Heritage Railway situated near the town. It was opened for non-profit Zigzag Railway Co-op as an unpaid volunteer staffed Heritage Railway in 1975. Okay. There's that bit. Now, all I need now, so I've read that one, read that. Okay, this is an extract from, which is a lengthy document that I found. Put it there. I'll just scroll up the top. It's a Zigzag Railway Reserves. I can't get it any. It's from the Office of Environment and Heritage, and it's to do with its license and permissions for areas that it's denotes which area that zigzags in, like the what do you call it? The county and the I can't think of the words. It's written here. Yeah, the parish and the county. They call it. I don't know. They call it left parish and counties. The Cook County. You call them an area. What do you call those areas? Um, oh shit. I'll get it in a minute. When you're voting here for the council, you have an electorate. Yeah, those areas. So it covers a few areas there. Okay. Statement of significance. Well, we're not going to read all through all. We'll go down to here. So you see the designer make was John Whitten. Patrick Higgins was the contractor. Construction years was 1863 to 1869, so it still took them 3 years to do it.
3 years is not bad for a construction of that magnitude, Terry, really.
Well, it's a lot of work to carve it out.
I mean, it takes them that long to build a flipping motorway these days.
Now I can't scroll. Okay, we've got a physical description. The zigzag railway consists of 3 sections. The top, middle and the bottom road located on the top road is number 1 viaduct. The top points are located where top road and middle road join. Beyond the 2 T-bridges and a stone arch are located at the entrance to the wing where the train terminated before proceeding to the middle road. Located on the middle road is a number 1 and number 2 viaduct and number 1 tunnel and a cutting which was originally proposed to be number 2 tunnel. At the end of the middle road is the bottom wing. Engineered ledges hewn in the mountainside provide enough room for the railway line. Okay. Yeah, I think there's another bit down here. See, they've got something physical conditions and or archaeological potential. Physical condition is excellent, archaeological potential is low. Okay, that was for something 2019 here. They must have given it another survey. So tunnel viaducts, culverts and retaining walls are in remarkable condition, but important repair and conservation work is required to enable them to be retained in their original state and prevent further deterioration. Disastrous bushfires in 2013 and subsequent flood damage affected the site. The viaduct stonework is in need of essential remediation. Cracks in the facing of some keystones and impost stone between pier 3 and 4 on number 1 viaduct requires replacing. These are generalised cracks, erosion and delamination to other stones on the facing sides of some viaducts. Large cracks will require pinning to stabilise. Stone parapets above tunnels require cleaning and drain holes to be created in order to allow water to escape. An extensive vegetation clearance program is required to ensure structures are not undermined and routine inspections should be carried out more comprehensively. The CMP has emphasised the need to be better maintained vegetation right across the reserve to reduce the risk of damage and improve vistas. And the grant application was 3rd 2019. Yeah, well, plants and tree rooting getting into between cracks of brickwork or stonework is not good. But it was built to last if that's out of all what's there, and that's their assessment back then, like for all these years, 100 years later,
Yeah.
and just a
Terry,
few.
let's face it, by the mid 19th century, we really knew how to build that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Modification date. So, well, we know construction started and finished, and then they got here 1880 railway line duplicated. 1908 new top and bottom wings opened. 1910 the Great Zigzag Railway was closed. So they got a new top and bottom wing opened, but then 1910 it closed. Wow. I don't know what all this is about. Oh, this is when they set up the Zigzag Railway for heritage. That's bringing that into that. Okay. Historical notes. How long's that to go for? Okay. We could probably read down to. I'd say we'll read down to here. I think when things things change there. Oh, that's a lot of reading there, isn't there? After consideration of several alternative routes, the Great Western Railway was extended along the high ridge of the Darling Causeway from Mount Victoria. Okay, I'll have to look into this if they've actually did. Like there'd be remnants of what they did before. Okay, but they don't say what years they were doing this in. The descent to the Lithgow Valley was originally proposed by means of a tunnel. Okay, but in 1885 the tunnel was estimated to be about 2 miles in length and a figure of $800,000. They haven't got pounds there, they've got dollars. And was set down as the cost of its construction. However, due to the enormous cost, construction time, and as John Whitten, Engineer-in-Chief of New South Railways, reported at the time, it would have been difficult to get a contractor to undertake such difficult work. Okay. As a result, John Whitten selected the zigzag method of ascent and descent by the contractor Fuchs. Let's who that person is. John Whitten and his work have been underrated in Australian history, although they provided the operational foundation of the main lines in New South Wales. In international references, Whitten is recognised as one of the approximately 20 of the greatest railway civil engineers in the first century of world railway construction. The achievement of his crossings of the Great Divide was superlative at the time, and in terms of British railway civil engineering was only exceeded by the difficult crossing of the Indian Ghats. Okay. Department of Planning, 1987. I don't know where that is. Okay, the contract to build the Great Zigzag was awarded to Mr. Patrick Higgins in May 1866. It was for the Clarence to Wallerawang section of railway, which consisted of 7 stone viaducts varying in height from 10 to 70 feet, 3 tunnels, and nearly 1.25 million cubic yards. Get me hand, how many zeros is in that? Cubic yards of excavations, 2/3 through rock. I don't want to bore you with the rest of the details. Okay. Read from about. Yeah. Okay. We'll go from there. 18th of October, 1869. The first official train ran across the zigzag to Bowenfels. This event was heralded worldwide as an engineering marvel, resulting in many organised sightseeing parties from overseas to view it. Between 1869 and 1910, the railway was a major force in the development of Western New South Wales. Eventually, traffic became so dense due to the growth of the railway system through the spread of settlement, together with the loss of time in working over the Great Zigzag, that alternatives were considered. From 1880s, many inquiries and investigations were held, including consideration of John Whitten's original proposed for a 2-mile tunnel. In 1881, the entire area was declared a public reserve, extending from Clarence Tunnel to Lithgow Valley. Oh, so back in 1881, that was declared a public reserve. Okay. It's something. It's extension 2019-26. I don't know what that means. In 1904, a goods engine burst through the buffer stops located at the top wing and almost fell into the valley below. Whoa. To alleviate the congestion until a new deviation opened, the top and bottom wings were improved. The top wing was abandoned and a new line constructed which involved a sharp curve, heavy rock excavations and earth fillings to a depth of 60 feet. The bottom wing was lengthened without any relocation. In 1908, I don't know what the extension 29 means, what they're saying here, 26A in 1906. Work began on the existing deviation with its 10 tunnels and easier grade. This commenced at the Nunes Junction Station, a stopping place and junction for the private Nunes line, which operated in 1907. In 16th of October 1910, the new deviation was opened for traffic and the Great Zigzag closed. The Great Zigzag section of railway line was replaced in 1910 by this deviation, containing 10 tunnels, which allowed a progressive change in altitude, and the original line with the Great Zigzag was stripped and abandoned. The site fell into disuse and the zigzag remained a tourist attraction, and a platform was established at bottom points for sightseers and picnickers. In 1939, through the Second World War, the Bells line of road was upgraded as an alternative route over the mountains, and associated with this, a section of the original railway alignment was established as Chifley Road, a subsection of Bell's line of road between Bell and Lithgow in 1939. This road opened up vehicular access to the Zigzag Reserve. There must be an extension for something else. Okay. Reserve has been from the 1880s one of the several small reserves supervised by the Blaxland Shire Council. In 1946, it was added to the existing reserve trust that administered Hassans Wall in Lithgow. The Hassans Wall and Zigzag Reserves Trust opened Top Road to road traffic in 1949. In 1964, it added a picnic shelter under the number 1 viaduct and named the area Cockerton Place after H.K. Cockerton, who had served as a trust member for 17 years and instigated development of Zigzag Reserve in 1969. The Zigzag Reserve was transferred from Blaxland Shire Council to the City of Lithgow. Okay, additional picnic shelters were provided. Then we're going to just get up to current events there. Oh, I can't read anymore. My eyes are starting to water. Bugger. Transition. Right. I'm going to close all them. That's a lot of reading. Oh, There was one bit of info that I should have kept. That one? Yeah. This is a bit of a history timeline of what was going on around the world at the time of when the zigzag was built. Sort of give you a bit of an insight of what things were like back then. Okay, you'll be able to read that. A timeline from 1860 to 1883 covering some important discoveries and inventions and constructions which occurred before and after the building of the zigzag railway. The purpose is to show what was happening both in Australia and worldwide. Encyclopedia Britannica. I had an Encyclopedia DVD back in those days. I don't know, was it that one? Okay. 1859, Englishman Isambard Kingdom Brunel died, builder of the Great Western Railway and the ships Great Western and Great Eastern. Englishman Charles Darwin published The Origin of the Species. Does anyone else want to do a bit of reading here? No?
No, I'm all right, Terry.
Okay. 1860, kerosene lamps introduced into Australia by American Thomas W. Stanford. Frenchman Louis Pasteur discovered the process of heating foods to kill microorganisms, called pasteurisation in his honour. English woman Florence Nightingale established Nightingale School for Nurses, the first school for nurses at St Thomas Hospital, London. Okay, the Pony Express started in USA, soon rendered obsolete by transcontinental telegraph. Burke and Will's expedition to cross Australia, south to north. Wow, so we hadn't even discovered half of Australia back then.
Yep.
And yet we got a railway going from Sydney to Lithgow.
Yeah, it's interesting, Terry, because like the farm that I grew up on was the remnants of a much larger station, which was about 50 square miles. And the homestead, the original homestead that was built on that station, was built in 1844, and so that's like still another another 16 years before Burke and Wills started to explore from south to north.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So then we get 1861. Brisbane, Queensland and Sydney, New South Wales, linked by telegraph. Whoa. That would have been good for communications then. Queensland and Sydney. Okay, German born English engineer and inventor William Siemens patented the half furnace. Oh, I thought we read about him, about the open half furnace processing of steel making.
We probably did.
Yeah, because I know we were talking about it for steel making. First used in 1864.
We
Okay.
probably did, Terry.
Yeah, I just probably forgot. Okay. Belgium chemist Ernest Solvay patented a method for the economic production of sodium carbonate, washing soda, from sodium chloride, ammonia and carbon dioxide, used to make paper, glass and bleach, and to treat water and refine petroleum. It is a key development in the Industrial Revolution. Okay. Isabella Beeton wrote her book of household management. How to manage your household. How to manage your household. I'll have to look into that one. Anyone read that book?
No.
It's really famous, Terry.
Okay.
Like really, really famous.
Okay. Well, I'd never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Mrs. Beaton's cookbook.
Okay.
Plus lots of other stuff.
Yeah. Okay, 1862, railway from Melbourne, Victoria to Bendigo, Victoria completed. Um, which Melbourne was the first place for the steam train to run. Um, American inventor Richard J. Gatling invented the Gatling gun, the first practical machine gun. Wow, I'm thinking of the back in the Wild West days, stuff like that. Belgian inventor, I can't pronounce that, Etienne Lenoir, constructed
Etienne Lenoir.
constructed the first car with an internal combustion engine. So it was in Belgium. Okay. English philosopher John Stuart Mill published Utilitarianism, an influential work on moral philosophy. Swedish-born US engineer John Ericsson's ironclad warship Monitor was launched. How far does this go? Wow. We're going to read all that?
No. You're going to save some of it for another day,
I
Terry.
think we might have to.
Yes.
Where was I up to? I'll just try to remember where we're up to, what year.
Just finished 62.
Okay. We'll do a
Find
couple of.
interesting is that the Americans had only just started cladding wooden ships in iron when Isambard Kingdom Brunel had already died, having produced two iron-hulled ships that were pretty much completely iron hulls.
So how many years is that? 59. We'll go to 69. We'll read 10 years at a time. Oh no, that's too many. There's a lot to read there. 62.
I'm getting seasick, Terry.
Sorry.
Terry, go through it at 64 because that will be a 5-year stint, and that'll
Okay.
be
Yeah.
good.
Okay, 63. Railway from Sydney, New South Wales to Penrith, New South Wales was completed. Electric light publicly demonstrated in Sydney, in New South Wales. Frenchman Pierre Micot and his son Ernest developed the velocipede, the first mass-produced pedal-powered bicycle. Okay. First underground line, the Metropolitan Railway, opened in London using steam locomotives. British government passed the Revenue Act, which aimed to encourage the drinking of beer rather than spirits. Really? Oh, we had to drink beer too, and spirits. Okay.
Well,
Railway line.
far too many people were getting blottoed on gin at the time.
Yeah, just drop it down. It's easy to drink that spirit stuff. Railway line 1864. Where are we going to again? Sorry.
Well, 64 would be good because that's 59 to 64, 5
Okay,
years.
that's 5 years. Okay. Railway line Bendigo, Victoria to Echuca, Victoria on the River Murray completed. American diplomat, scholar and conservationist George Perkins Marsh published Man and Nature. This classic of conservation thinking lamented the damage perpetrated by human action in the Mediterranean world and the United States. French engineers Pierre and Emile Martin and British engineer William Simmons simultaneously developed the open hearth process for making steel. I thought we'd already read that one.
Yeah, that's Siemens.
Right. Okay, I'll remember to go from 64 onwards next time for that bit. And I need to rest my eyes for a few minutes, guys, because my eyes are watering bad. Oh, one's watering more than the other. Trying to read that. Ah, yeah, that's put away, so I know where that is. Oh. Well, we've been going for nearly an hour, so that's a lot for that.
You're really bad at this, man. You want me to read next time?
Well, we do get volunteers to read, but we're finished for now.
I'm
Um,
just playing, buddy.
yeah. There was a video just to show you the condition,
Yeah.
but we can leave that for next time.
Paul,
Okay.
quick question while Terry's.
Yep. Sure.
If I'm an 8-month-old child and I throw a mouse on the floor, does the resultant kinetic energy is that an elastic collision with the floor or an inelastic collision with the floor?
If you're a what and you throw a
If
mouse
it,
on the floor?
well, when you're 8 months old and you throw a mouse on the floor,
Oh, okay.
a
Yeah.
computer mouse,
Yeah.
does the resultant kinetic energy you've given it result in an elastic or an inelastic collision?
Well, it's not a matter of how much kinetic energy that determines that. It's the nature of the material itself. I'd suggest that it's probably an inelastic collision.
Yeah, I kind of knew that it was the materials and not the actual kinetic energy.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Yeah.
If the kinetic energy is high enough and the material's brittleness is a certain
Sufficient.
value, it will break.
Yes. No, it's all right. I just have somebody sitting on my lap who likes throwing mice on the floor.
Ah. Well, chooks love chasing mice.
Yeah, but they're small furry animals rather than computer
Yeah, that's right.
peripherals.
That's right.
Well, I give my grandson a spare old mouse to play with because it saves him throwing my $150 trackball on the floor.
Yeah. Yes.
So what kind of derp do you want?
Brain damaging derp, Terry.
Have we got any Lindsay?
I don't know. Lindsay's been going down the Egyptian rabbit hole lately? I've noticed.
The Agitian rabbit hole.
Agitian, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but surely we must have more Lindsay to.
Well, you could always
That's
put
our
another video of Rachie on.
Yeah, that was extra special, wasn't it?
Mm.
Okay, I got a Rachie put away there. Anyway, I had that ready to go.
And at least she keeps her videos relatively short.
Yes. Just check to see where Lindsay's up to. See if he's still doing the Egyptians. Okay.
Clavor says inelastic because sound is produced. And Zebulon, yes, it is a wireless mouse.
No, he's still on the Egyptian Gaussian stuff. So that's too much brain damage to try to listen to that. Okay. seen that video from Rachie. What other one haven't we seen? Another 3-minute one. Oh, we can go back to... We've got quantum mechanics. I don't know what's going on there. Is gravity just density? There's a 28-minute one.
No.
That's a bit long.
It's not.
It's exactly like Orphan Red's type video, except they've got a flat Earth. They can't landscape. We've got it in portrait mode. Dear oh dear. When are they going to ever learn? Well, you want to do quantum mechanics? I don't. It's all text though. But look at it, something they're reading. Something they're reading out of a book. I can't work it out. What's going on here? It's just a book with.
Are massive enough that quantum mechanics can be.
Okay, that seems a bit boring to go through that. What's this other one here? We'll go through that one. We'll play that one. Okay, I'll grab that. Pause. No, we haven't seen this one.
I don't know. I think I might like to hear her views on quantum mechanics.
Yeah, well, I don't know if she was reading it or not. I'd have to.
Or
What do you want to? Do you want me to play that one to see what the story was?
go with whatever one you like. But like I said, I would have. I'd love to hear what her view on quantum mech is.
Okay, we'll play that one first, and then I'll play the other one. You see that?
Yes, but you might want to rewind it to the beginning.
Yeah.
Is for some of the ballers. So basically, for those as well who think that I should crawl before I can walk, even though with my kids, when they actually was, learning to walk and crawl, they actually walked before they could crawl. But, anyway. Albert Einstein, who was in many ways the father of quantum mechanics, had a notorious love-hate relationship with the subject. His debates with Niels Bohr, Bohr completely accepting of quantum mechanics and Einstein deeply sceptical, are famous in the history of science. It was generally accepted by most physicists that Bohr won and Einstein lost. My own feeling, I think shared by a growing number of physicists, is that this attitude does not do justice to Einstein's views. Both Bohr and Einstein were subtle men. Einstein tried very hard to show that quantum mechanics was inconsistent. Bohr, however, was always able to counter his arguments. But in his final attack, Einstein pointed to something so deep, so counterintuitive, so troubling, and yet so exciting that at the beginning of the 21st century it has returned to fascinate theoretical physicists. Bohr's only answer to Einstein's last great discovery, the discovery of entanglement, was to ignore him. The phenomenon of entanglement is the essential fact of quantum mechanics, the fact that makes it so different from classical physics. It brings into question our entire understanding about what is real in the physical world. Our ordinary intuition about physical systems is that if we know everything about a system, that is, everything that can in principle be known, then we know everything about its parts. If we have complete knowledge of the condition of an automobile, then we know everything about its wheels, its engine, its transmission, right down to the screws that hold up the upholstery in place. It would not make sense for a...
I think she's just reading from a book which we don't know who the author of it is.
I think you might be right, actually.
It's because we didn't get to see the author of the book at the start. There was no... Yeah, so it's got some ballers think they know everything, though this book may enlighten them to see logically that they are wrong. Couple of mispronounced words, but couldn't be bothered to do it again. But no context of who the book's from.
Is she going to comment on what
Mechanics
she's
say I
reading?
know
Or
everything
No, I don't know. It's just all written, just all reading from the book.
Yeah, I was hoping she was going to comment on it as well, because her hearing her views of it was the whole point of it. Well, at least it ought to be.
Yeah, and we don't know who the author of the book is, so we've got no idea what's going on there.
about your car, but unfortunately I can't tell you anything about any of its parts. But that's exactly what Einstein explained to Bohr. In quantum mechanics, one can know everything about a system and nothing about its individual parts. But Bohr failed to appreciate this fact. I might add that generations of quantum textbooks blithely ignored it. Everyone knows that quantum mechanics is strange, but I suspect very few people could tell you exactly in what way. This book is a technical course of lectures on quantum mechanics, but it is different than most courses or most textbooks. The focus is on the logical principles, and the goal is not to hide the utter strangeness of quantum logic, but to bring it out into the light of day. So I thought that was kind of interesting, because I have people telling me that Einstein actually, liked quantum mechanics and agreed with it, but he actually didn't, as it says here. He had a love-hate relationship, and he was deeply skeptical of quantum mechanics. And for those, like I said, about walking before you can crawl and things, because they think they're so smart and they know who you are. Anyway, ordinarily we learn classical mechanics first before even attempting quantum mechanics, but quantum physics is much more fundamental than classical physics. As far as we know, quantum mechanics provides an exact description of every physical system, but some things are massive enough that quantum mechanics can be reliably approximated by classical mechanics. That's all that classical mechanics is, an approximation. From a logical point of view,
Well,
we can learn quantum
fine.
mechanics first. From a logical point of view, we should learn quantum mechanics first. But very few physics teachers would recommend that. Even this...
Hang on, Terry, just stop for a sec.
It sounds more like a physiologic, what do you call it? Philosophy type writings of it, not so much.
Yeah, the point is that most of the time we don't need to go to the complexities of quantum mechanics. We can just use classical mechanics, which is computationally going to be very much easier.
And there was another issue in there that she brought up while reading the preface there, and the claim was made that using quantum mechanics we can know everything about a system, but that's not true. In quantum mechanics, it's quite impossible to know everything about the system at the same time. You can know some things accurately while not knowing other things at all, or you can know a little bit about each of it, everything, but not. You can't know everything at the same time about a quantum system. It doesn't allow you to do that.
Oops, sorry, I just had to open the door. I had to let Blue in.
This course of lectures, the theoretical minimum series, began with classical mechanics. Nevertheless, in these quantum lectures, classical mechanics will play almost no role except near the end, well after the basic principles of quantum mechanics have been explained. I think this is really the right way to do it, not just logically, but pedagogically as well. That way we don't fall into a trap of thinking.
Heat's got his hand up for some reason. Did you want to ask something or say something, Heath? Because he's put his hand up. That denotes that you want to say something.
That quantum mechanics is basically just classical mechanics with a couple of new gimmicks thrown in. By the way, quantum mechanics is technically much easier than classical mechanics. Interesting. Much easier. The simplest classical system, the basic logical unit for a computer science, is a two-state system. Sometimes it's called a bit. It can represent anything that has only two states. A coin that can show heads or tails, a switch that is on and off, or a tiny magnet that is constrained to the point of either north or south. As you might expect, especially if you studied in the first lecture of Volume 1, the theory of classical two-state systems is extremely simple. Boring, in fact. In this volume, we're going to begin with quantum version of the two-state system called a quibi, which is far more interesting. To understand it, we will need a whole new way of thinking and a new foundation of your logic. So, Jess, the snark, and everybody else who has told me that I should, learn the basics. This says that basically you should learn, from a logical point of view, we should learn quantum mechanics first. I'm a logical person. I guess you're not. Anyway, that's all I have to say for now.
But
So,
virtually
yeah.
all modern computer systems are based on your standard two-state system. So why QE first?
If she thinks the Earth's flat, she's going to struggle with quantum mechanics.
Yes, sorry, QM first.
Hmm.
Yeah, I scrolled down and I couldn't find out at all what that book was. This is the book.
Brainary's
Actually found the book. That's clever. Can somebody grab that so we can get the title and author? Okay. Proof again. Okay. I mean proof again. Did we miss one? Because it says went back to a 16 foot, so I'll have to check to see if we actually did miss something. Check a channel again to see what else. Oh, okay. You can't watch that one unless you watch these ones. Okay. So we've got to watch them in order. They only go for a couple of minutes each.
People say things will not disappear on a flat earth, that it will not drop below the horizon. Let's see.
What the? What are we doing? What? What if she didn't put rotate on the bloody phone? You got to put auto rotate for it to go
Gum.
around the other way. Oh my god!
Decrease in elevation.
Can't even use the phone.
Visible.
Hmm?
Decrease in elevation.
No, not in our view. It's not.
Yeah.
What do you know? Go. Let's try 2 times zoom.
That doesn't help.
Okay, we can clearly see that. Let's go down in elevation.
I got no idea.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Go. Let's go up in elevation.
Put a comment in the
Down again.
in the comments
This
to
is
say
2 times zoom.
did you have auto rotate off?
Go. Right, let's try increasing the zoom a little bit. We're on 4.1 times zoom. Let's go down in elevation. Go.
Oh, she's got that digital zoom on again, has she?
With the camera?
6
with the
times
phone?
zoom.
Yeah.
Go down in
Yeah,
elevation.
I'm still trying to figure it out how you use it on the phone.
Go. No zooming them back in.
It's just showing that the
Only
floor's
elevation.
not level or flat, I mean.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
exactly. Yeah.
Where are you going to find a dead flat floor that's...
Yeah.
So that was her first one. Okay.
Who is this?
Rachie.
Yeah, Rachie's. Yeah,
Rachie.
Rachie, yeah. That's it.
Oh, Reggie.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that was that one. Yeah, okay.
Ah.
Back to the coin again. Well, with the first video we learnt that she can't use the phone properly for the auto rotate, and her floor is not flat. So that's two
Well, maybe
things.
somebody should tell her that floating hardwood floors rarely are flat.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a 2p coin, 3 2p coins, 2 2p coins, penny, 5p, and 2p with 3 pennies on top. Now, I don't have a measuring device to prove my floor is flat at the moment, but I don't really need one. So I have a game case. This game case is over a centimetre in height. My camera is not exactly on the edge of my phone, so that means that it's around 2 centimetres in height in total. So, if I put this, obviously we can see the coins. If I lower it in elevation onto the game case, you can see I'm on the game case. You can see the blue edge of the game case. But we cannot see all the coins. They have disappeared. So,
I can't focus on them because it's waving around too much.
There we go.
And it's out of focus.
You cannot see all the coins. Okay?
Really?
So let's zoom in some more. Maximum zoom.
Let's
We
focus it,
still
Rachie.
cannot see all of the coins.
Because it's out of focus, dear.
Now I'm around 2 centimetres off the floor. So unless my floor has a bump in it, which is like 2 centimetres, then it cannot be because my floor is not flat. So you can see the coins. Go back down.
Oh, really?
We've been going back on the
Just
game
can't
case.
do.
See, we're on the game case. And it's on the game case. It's moving forward. And we can see
Oh.
that not all the coins are there. That they have disappeared.
Have you ever heard of putting the camera there and leaving it so it doesn't
Again,
move?
2 times zoom. No coins.
Try manual
All the
focus.
coins. And
Oh, it's probably a phone,
Here we
like a
go.
smartphone
Stand
camera,
there.
isn't it?
you see some, but not all
Oh,
of
the
the coins.
smartphone phones have...
So unless you're going to tell
Smartphones
me
do have
that my
some,
floor has over 2
functions
centimetre
on
or
it
at
to
least a
change
2
things. I've
centimetre
learnt on mine it does a
hump in
few
it,
different
bulge
things.
in it, then I'm afraid things disappear on a flat surface.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
We should get her
My
to go
goodness.
around everybody's houses and check to see if you've got a flat floor or not.
I hope for her father's sake that she's drop dead gorgeous, because if she isn't, he's going to be taking care of her for a long time.
Well, there's her picture.
Really? Yeah.
And she's there in one of them. Is Gravity Just Density? You want to watch that one? That goes for 28 minutes.
Oh,
You want to? I'll play a couple of minutes of that one, if we haven't actually seen that one.
Hello.
Might as well put a face to
well,
the...
she might have a career. Yeah, okay. She could have a career in the adult entertainment industry. Who knows?
But not in the technical sense, because she can't even use a phone properly.
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So first of all, I would like to say that I am a flat earther, so welcome to the non-rotating, non-oblate spheroid. But seriously, I'm making this video because people have been asking me questions because I put on some YouTube videos that the reason things fall is because of density and not gravity, as that's what I believe. I believe that I can possibly prove that. So I was going to originally...
Am I hearing sound coming
She,
in the background?
yeah, you are. So she'd be the first person in science to actually prove something rather than just provide evidence to support a hypothesis.
You never know.
Yeah.
upload a video about how it was density, but then I thought I can't be the only one who's had this idea, so I decided to YouTube gravity is just density, and I came across a video. I sent this video of the levitating balloon to a commenter, and they was like, oh, you sent me an error.
I don't know about you guys, but I can't hear it with the background part of it going. Yeah, something's on in the background, Demon Orb. That's very annoying, isn't it? Trying to concentrate on what she's saying.
By video. Like, I don't care who it is, I don't know who that is. The point is to look at the content of the video. But obviously now I know who Eric DeBay is, and I've subscribed to Eric DeBay now. And it is just density the reason that things fall. So, like Neil deGrasse Tyson would say this falls because of gravity, because mass attracts mass. I say this falls because it's more dense than the air surrounding it. So, helium, for example, that rises. Why does it rise? Because it's less dense than air. You can have, I can prove that it's not mass attracts mass, because you can have as much mass of helium as you want and gravity will never attract it. So it doesn't really matter the amount of mass of helium, it will never be attracted to the Earth. In fact,
Doesn't it sound like she's just parroting whatever she's heard off these other flat Earth channels? The sentences are coming out in that way.
Like a complete lack of understanding about what density really is.
And how gas really behaves.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just saying flat out that helium always rises is wrong, because if you make it dense enough, it won't.
No, well, if you put it in a container with another gas, let's say nitrogen, for instance, do you think all the helium's going to be on the top and all the nitrogen is going to be on the bottom? Of course not. The nitrogen doesn't know the helium's there, nor does the helium know the nitrogen's there. Those gases are separate. They behave as individual gases.
Renee Meese making a point. If the TV's on in the background of this video, I'd have to be careful.
But the flat earthers make that mistake consistently. They think helium is just going to, loose in the atmosphere, is just going to go flying up to the top of the atmosphere. No, it does not.
Oh, we've got some visual aids, Blue. We've got some writings on a bit of paper.
Gets up there, kids, because it moves faster. It's real light, it's real small, and it moves quickly.
Real fast, yeah.
Yeah. My goodness.
Are you just admiring her, Terry?
No, I was doing something else for a sec.
So, for a gas, surrounded by a gas, I came up with, obviously density is normally P, but I've represented it as a...
Yeah, I can't play that with the stuff in the background. That's a big no-no for me.
What is...
I've got no idea what she's got written down.
DG less than what?
I'll mute the...
SG equals... Hey, what?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it.
DSG greater than DSG.
Gases something. Does it make sense?
Not to me, it doesn't.
Yeah, we won't be able to play the rest of this because there's sounds that are coming through from the background. I don't want to strike. Okay. If you just want to watch that one in your own time, then get back to me. I don't want to risk a strike with the background sound. You never know what's being played.
Yeah, it's definitely something going on in the background on hers.
Okay. Which one?
Brainery's out there decoding this shit. DG is density gradient.
Okay.
Ah.
So we already watched 2, so we're up to this one now, are we? Proof again. Okay.
Christ. Not the floor again.
I was going to say there's no sound. There isn't no sound.
Aha.
Same floor.
Yep. Same outcome, I bet.
There is sound. I haven't turned it off.
She trying to save on power or something? I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
why not turn the friggin' lights on in that hallway?
I thought there was sound. No, there's no sound.
Ruth?
She fixed the camera orientation and turned off the sound.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought there was something muted somewhere, but no. Our brain who tried to figure out what was written. I'll have to play with my phone and see if I can get the same results with the quality of film. I don't know if I can do that though. Don't know Room Fondle. This one's got no sound to it. Horace G said inability. Proof of derpature. can always add noise and blur in post. Oh yeah, you could.
What on earth is she trying to do?
She came out back away and then she zoomed in. And it's got these other boxes at this end of the hallway. Alright, okay, we're lowering down. The phone should be able to be a bit more better quality than that. Not so grainy. If we're not meant to see the coins, we're still seeing them. Nah, you got me beat on that one. Was that we couldn't figure out anything to debunk for that one? Only the quality of the photography. I don't know.
I had no idea.
Nah, your guess is as good as mine. All that was written down here was went back to 16 feet, elevated box around 3 inches with coins on top. Elevated boxes outside 8.5 inches with camera lens around 9 inches. Have pictures as evidence if you like. Above level with the other box and still some coins disappeared. Nothing to do with floor not being flat. So that's debunked. It's not because of curve. It's had 457 views.
Yeah, it's probably 457 people wondering what the hell it's about.
Still can't figure it out, no matter how many times you watch it. Okay, I'll get out of there. Say goodbye to all that. Anyway, we need some sanity, Paul.
You need some sanity now, do you? Okay.
You got any sanity?
Yeah, I've got some sanity. I've got no, as I mentioned in the chat earlier, I've got no media dirt today, but I have 2 quizzes. One's a bit of a relaxed quiz about movie lines and stuff. So yeah, I'll just get everything prepared here.
And we might have a little bit of blues thing we could just show. We won't show the entirety of it, Blue. Probably put people to sleep, wouldn't it? Watching something go back and forward.
Yeah, it fortunately didn't last very long. Well, let's see. The whole video lasts 7 minutes.
Yeah.
7.5 minutes.
But we can just show what you did for what you were doing to compare stuff.
We just show it. You need to show the whole thing so we can laugh at me doing the flurf vision with my cell phone.
Okay.
Just get everyone up in the internal chat.
I don't know where Alan.
Oh.
Alan's gone family time.
All right. What I have for you today is, hopefully you can see the screen there, I have some movie lines. Your task, let me see where I am. Yeah. Okay. Your task is to figure out which movie this line came from. If you don't get it straight away, you'll get a picture and a little bit of a description about the characters in the movie, and then finally the actual title of the movie. Some will be easy, some will be hard. This one, most people should know what this line came from. So you have to figure out what movie this came from. It's a pretty classic movie, this one. And we have Irish Stew with a correct answer there. Of course, it is The White Knight and the Black Knight from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It's just a flesh wound. Come back and fight. Okay, next one. That is my least vulnerable spot. Where did this line come from? Anyone have any idea what movie this is from?
Oh, me and Blue aren't that good on it by the look of it.
Yeah, I don't do movies.
It's not from Debbie Does Dallas or
you may get
Pornhub.
one. You may get one, Blue, like me. There might be just that odd one with.
Yeah. There will be some easy ones, Terry, that you will know. Trust me. All right. There's a picture to help people.
That's Dirk Bogarde. I think it is.
Brainery, yeah, that movie's way too old for you, but it is still a classic. Even I've heard of it. There's another clue.
Yeah, that's the only one I know of.
Yes, it's got Humphrey Bogart in it. And we have spooky red hair with Casablanca.
Yeah,
well done.
I was typing that.
Yeah. Okay, next one. This building has to be at least 3 times bigger than this. Who knows what movie this line is from?
Nah, got me beat on that one.
Just wait for the peanuts to catch up out there. Give them a chance.
Yeah, I think some people... Miro, I think you need to refresh. You're a little bit behind.
It's not from King Kong. No.
King Kong.
I'll give you a hint. Here's a picture hint.
Oh, that's that movie. Yeah, I know.
Here's another hint. This should give it away.
Oh, the words there.
It is.
Makes it too easy. Once you put the picture up.
Yes, Brainery says, yes, Zoolander. You're correct. Okay, next one. You know this one, Terry. Shirley.
Oh.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Yeah. I don't know what the actual one's called, because it was called different names.
Yes, either one will do.
There was that name, and there was the other one.
We have a winner with Brainery out in the peanuts.
Yeah, and me.
You're too late, Terry.
Oh, who was winning too late?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, Terry. It is. It's Airplane.
Yeah, see, Blue knew
Airplane.
too.
I think it was also called. I think it was also known as Flying High.
Yeah, that's the other name. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the other name. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know why they
Yeah.
did that for that movie for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, because of a certain there was a reason.
Yeah. Anyway, this line. Yeah, but I shoot with this hand.
Oh,
Which movie was this from? This is a classic. It's a comedy classic.
comedy classic. The only movies that I can think of is
I'll give you a hint.
that's the only one I can
Should
think
know
of.
it by now. Got Gene Wilder in it.
I've already typed my answer in. I typed it in before you
And
put the picture
Micro and Terry get the prize.
in. Yeah.
It is Blazing Saddles. Yes. Well done.
See, Blue, you said you didn't know.
I think I've messed up here because that's the same line. It's not the right line, so I'll just skip that one. I am about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s. What movie did that come from?
No, I think you got me beat on that one. I reckon Blue doesn't know it either.
You be correct.
Oh, that movie. Okay. I know what
Mm.
that movie is, but no, I don't. I can't think of it off the top of my head now. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
Brainer, he is smashing it
Yeah,
with Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool.
yeah.
Yes.
Never actually watched that one at all.
Mm. Martini, gin, not vodka. Obviously stirred for 10 seconds while glancing at an unopened bottle of vermouth. What movie was this from? Obviously, it's a bit of a variation on the James Bond theme.
Ah, that one.
Mm.
I've seen the movie. I have seen the movie.
Not Johnny English, not
No, no,
Austin
no,
Powers.
no. I know that. Yeah, that one.
Here's another hint. Eggsy Egerton schooling his bartender on the one and only way to make a martini. So which movie had Eggsy in it? Yeah, you're kind of right there, Brainery.
Yeah, that's it.
It was Kingsman,
Yeah,
The Secret Service.
yeah.
Close. All right. Greater good? I am your wife. I'm the greatest good you're ever going to get. Which movie was this from? I'll give you a hint. It's a children's movie.
I was going to say you didn't overhear Mrs. Blue talking to Blue.
No.
Not Wuthering Heights?
Oh, yeah.
Not The Good Life.
No, 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 no.
Here's another hint.
I know it. I know it. Yeah. Trying to get it spelt right. Oh.
Boggs was close, but Brainery was even closer.
Yeah,
It is, of course, The Incredibles.
And I don't know if
Yeah.
I spelt it right either.
Incredibles.
Yeah, I know.
The Incredibles,
I
yeah.
just wanted to get it out quick.
Okay. I feel comfortable using legal jargon in everyday life. Someone catcalls her. I object. Anyone know which movie this one's from?
Nope.
You get an image to help you?
It wouldn't be. It's got this word in it, and I know it's got. Yeah, that's it. Hey, Blue. Thought you said you didn't know any movies.
Yeah, you're right. It is Legally Blonde.
How
So
did Blue
we
know
had an
that
answer
one?
we had an answer out in the peanuts. So
I know Reese Witherspoon. That's what.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Right. Next one. This one's an easy one, Terry. Come on. We get the warhead and we hold the world to ransom for $1 million.
I don't know which one it is though,
Oh, come on.
because there was a few of them.
Yeah. So, which one?
Oh, geez, you don't want much, do you? Yeah, that guy.
Do you know which Austin Powers? Come on, have a guess. It is Austin Powers, obviously, but which one?
Okay. I'll try that one. I know I abbreviated it, but...
Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery.
Oh, okay, it wasn't that one then.
Yeah. He might be okay. Huge explosion. Well, no, probably not now. Which movie?
I think Blue just waits for the picture to come up.
Oh, well, that's okay. There's a picture then.
Oh, okay, I know that one too. Get it out before Blue does.
Go ahead.
Did you beat me?
Nope.
You didn't.
I'm still trying to find the keys on my keyboard.
Well, so did I.
You got it right.
And I even spelt it.
You got it right, Terry. And Brainery got it right out of the peanuts. Well done. It is Groundhog Day.
I only type with one finger, Blue.
See? I told you
That's
you'd
not
get
the
some,
problem.
Terry.
It's dark in here. It's dark in here, and I can't see the damn keyboard.
Oh, well, my monitor just sheds just enough light.
Now, come on. This is a pretty famous line, this one. Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Leave the gun. Nah, got me beat on that one.
Oh, Terry.
The picture seems to help.
Okay. There's the picture. There's the picture.
Any idea, Blue?
Yep.
You do? Oh, shit.
He's right as well. He is correct.
I wouldn't have guessed that one. I never seen that movie.
And Dora is correct with The Godfather. Yes. I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Brainy was first.
He was too.
He certainly was.
Yeah. So you want a picture, Terry?
The only one I can think of is this one. I don't know how to spell it properly. That's part of the name or something similar. Or isn't it?
I'll give you a hint with...
Yeah, isn't that in the name? The title? Is that what I read?
It is.
One of those
It
words?
is, Terry. It is.
But I can't think of the complete title. That's as far as I can get.
Yeah, I'll give it to Vroomfondle out there. If you combine Terry's answer and Vroomfondle's answer, you get the complete lot. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Ah, okay.
There you go. That rug really tied the room together, did it not? Picture?
Doesn't ring a bell off the top of my head.
Well, that kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think
the Big Lebowski. Yeah.
I'm going, that's the name of the movie. What's it doing in the clue?
Yeah, exactly. I'll have what she's having. Come on, you have to know what this movie's from.
It's either this one. It's either that one or if it's not that one, it's
Yeah.
something. That one or something. It's one of those two.
No, it's not.
It's not either. Oh, yeah. Somebody out in the Peanuts beat me to it.
Yeah, someone out in the Peanuts has got it right. When Harry Met Sally. That's correct. This is my wife. Come on, you know this movie. There's just been another one released. And you'll get it as soon as I put the picture up, so I'll hang on for a moment.
Oh, Monk, what are you doing out there, Monk? You know you can join.
All right, I'll put the picture up and then
I'm
you'll
getting
get
ready
it.
to type then if you reckon it's that easy.
Yes.
Oh,
It is.
is it, I don't know how to spell it now. Oh,
Oh, what?
I knew it was something like that.
Yeah, Brainery's got it right, and Clive Wells as well. Clive Wells
Then
first.
I misspelled it,
Borat.
sorry. I
Yeah,
misspelled it.
yeah, yeah. Borat: Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefit Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan is the full title. It's like I have ESPN or something.
It's like I have ESPN or something.
Yeah,
Or ESP or ESPN.
ESPN.
Yeah, ESPN.
Ding dong.
Yeah, oh, that's Monk. That's my Queensland connection. Or two. That's my second
All
Queensland
right.
connection.
Yeah, there's the picture to help you.
It's like I have ESPN. Well,
No, Irish, it's
Reese
not Rachy.
Witherspoon seems to be blues in that genre, so I wonder if he knows this person.
There's a clue.
Nah, no good to you. Lindsay Lohan, yeah, I know who that is. Lindsay Lohan. Ah, Monk jumped straight in.
Yeah, and he's correct with
the Lindsay Lohan in
Mean
football?
Girls. Yeah, Mean Girls. Is that all he said? Which movie is this line from? You get a picture to help you. This is a more obscure one.
Okay. I know who that is. That's one of them ones. I don't know the movies. Not sure.
That should give you a hint as to what movie it is.
Yeah, I'm not really getting it here with this one. Looks like it was made a while ago.
Not really.
Starts with Lost.
Ah, that's easy then if you're going to say that. I don't think I'm going to get it out quick enough.
You did? No, you didn't. Monk got it in first.
Ah, Monk's the movie
and
guru.
Brainery out in the Peanuts as well.
Yeah.
Lost in
Only because I
translation.
typed faster.
Yeah. Was that what you were going to type, Terry?
Yeah, but you said the first word to help me. So.
Yeah. No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing. What movie is this from?
If you can type 50 words a minute, Monk, you got to use one finger.
Okay, here's your pitch. Here's your picture to help.
No. Okay.
He's already done his guessing. Yeah, okay. This is going to be too easy.
I've already answered. It's too late.
You're not allowed to answer twice. You only get one go.
And we've got a correct answer out in the Peanuts. And from Terry as well. Dumb and Dumber. Yeah. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. Now, come on, this is a classic, this movie.
Oh, okay. It's a good quote, though. Zebulon's answered straight away.
I'm not looking out there.
Oh, you're not looking out there. Okay.
Yeah, it's not the presidential debate.
Presidential debate.
We have a correct answer in the internal.
Really?
Here's your picture.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have a correct answer from Irish Stew out in the peanuts. It is, in fact, Dr. Strangelove. Congratulations, Blue.
You're going all right, Blue. You've answered a few that you said
Yeah.
you weren't going to answer. You were
Excuse
holding
me,
back.
I
You were
believe.
holding back, weren't you, Blue?
Yeah. Excuse me, I believe you have my stapler.
Oh God, I can see the face of the guy that says it too.
Well, there you go. Is that his face?
No, no, it's the guy with the glasses that says it.
Ah. And we have a correct answer already out there.
Never, don't think I've heard of that one.
I can't remember the name of the movie.
Yeah, it is Office Space.
There it is.
Yeah.
Office
Yeah,
Space is the best thing in the world.
Yeah. It's the first time I've ever seen you look ugly, and that makes me kind of happy.
Okay. No, doesn't ring a bell.
Picture to help you.
I know she's out of Ghostbusters, the newer version. Movie? No? Anyone out there?
Can we just get back to Office Space for a second? I want to beat the hell out of a printer with a baseball bat.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? I've got a few spare ones here. That'd be fun. No one knows what this one is. Ah.
No, can't be beat on this one. Looks like a
The movie was Bridesmaids. There you go.
No, you didn't get anyone out in the peanut gallery that time.
No, I didn't know. I learned a long time ago that worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere.
That's deep.
It is.
Too deep for me.
Yeah, I noticed Orange keeps on saying Predator. Sooner or later, it's going to be Predator.
Yeah, sooner or later. And Clive keeps going
Playing the
Alien.
averages.
Alien. It's going to be Alien eventually, Clive.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll combine it and be Alien versus Predator.
Yeah. Here's your picture to help you with this one.
That doesn't help.
Well, it's obviously not Deadpool. He's far too young there.
No.
He's way too young.
I'll give you a hint. It's a National Lampoon film.
Oh, that guy. Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, that narrows it down.
Yeah, Ryan, what is it, Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds. He's Canadian.
Okay,
Correct.
yeah, that jerk.
When I put up the description, you'll get the movie. You'll know what it is.
He did Deadpool well, though. Oh, gee. Does the description have the movie name in it?
Yeah. Van Wilder. You're right. Okay.
That's free on YouTube right now, I think.
Yeah. It's not a man purse. It's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one.
Would you just give it away?
No.
No, I can't think of the movie yet. No. No, I don't think so,
Come
Mark.
on, this is a classic. This is a classic. If you've been drinking a lot, you're probably going to have one the next morning.
Oh,
Hangover.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
The
I haven't seen it.
hangover.
Oh dear. There. That help?
Did Doogie Howser just steal my car?
Dude, where's my car?
No.
You can't say it out loud, Heat Shield.
I thought we were supposed to type it in the inside chat.
Oh crap. Okay.
Not the
I told
YouTube
you.
chat.
I told you I'm drunk, right?
You did now.
Okay, I'll shush. I love you, Terry. Oh, and
Right.
Kyle.
Oh, we've
Hello.
got a correct answer out there, Dora. And Indian channel. Head right. It was Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Oh,
Yeah, I said
Never heard
do
of it.
something.
Never heard of it.
I can never remember what they did.
This is a one-word, one-liner. Shotgun.
I'm pretty sure that's been used in a lot of movies. So
It
that
has, so I'll
makes it
give you a bit of
difficult.
extra information. There you go.
Oh, I know the movie. I just can't think of the name of it.
Ah,
Oh, I can't think of the name of the movie.
God damn it.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. I know the movie, but I just cannot think of the name of it.
Who just say, God damn it.
God
You're
damn
funny.
it.
God damn it. You're funny.
This is a kind of a scam that you wouldn't want to have happen to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the premise of it and everything.
Yeah. We have two correct answers, one in the internal and two in the external now. Identity theft.
Okay.
Don't point that gun at him. He's an unpaid intern.
Put it at the paid interns.
Yeah.
Because if you shoot one, it'll be cheaper for me in the long run.
Well, that's just shit. That just sounds like my job.
Unpaid intern.
No, getting gun pointed at me.
Oh, it's another one of the. Ah.
What does that say? Who the hell is? Oh, Steve Zissou. Life Aquatic? Go crap. Oh. Duct tape my mouth.
You are correct, though. It is The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
They weren't getting
Very
back in the peanut gallery anyway, so.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on your phone.
Faulkner
It's going
is-
to be hard to type it in quick enough, isn't it, teacher?
Yeah, that's right. Faulkner is Caucasian. Well, they got that wrong because you're obviously right. White.
And you don't have to worry about spelling it properly, Heat Shield, if you do want to text it in the internal chat.
Oh, I can't do two things at once, buddy.
Oh, sorry.
No, neither can the rest of us. We're all pretty rubbish at typing.
Isn't it the kid from Deadpool 2?
Blue, what is that?
That might be one we might have him beat on.
This is an obscure one. I
That's
haven't
a
seen
video.
this movie.
You're going to be back
That's,
in a
that's
minute,
the video
Blue, are
link, Terry.
you? Okay.
Yeah, I'll be back shortly.
Okay.
Love you, man. See ya.
Who keeps saying Deadpool?
Yeah, no, it's not Deadpool.
It
this
is the
one.
kid from Deadpool 2.
No one's getting this one, so it is Hunt for the Wilder People.
Nah, never heard of it.
No.
Oh, again.
As if.
Come on, straight to the picture, Clue. That's too open.
There you go.
Oh,
Not what I was expecting.
Shit, I know this one too.
yeah, me too.
I was expecting Beavis and Butthead. I don't know who that girl is.
It's Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we were all 15 once.
God, what was
Not Legally
Yeah,
Blonde.
it? Was
2.
like it was like a big. I know.
Crap.
I know what it is.
Crap. I can't
yeah,
think
that's
of
it.
We have a correct answer
Yeah,
on the
now we do.
internal. Yeah.
God, that took me forever.
Come on, you peanuts. You've got no clue.
We're allowed 3 correct answers in the internal chat, Monk, so I can copy you.
Oh, cool.
Your clue is that you've got no clue.
So if you didn't give a clue, you'd be...
I don't think she was around when I was 15, though.
No, she probably hadn't been born when you were.
And we finally have it. Clueless. Yeah.
Was I being a bit too obscure with the clue, Spooky?
and that's your movie quiz. All right?
I'll add up your
She's
scores.
younger than me,
Blue-
Alan, so
Oh. Alan,
that
Blue
puts,
went better than what I thought he did, because he said, no good, movies, not my strong suit. And how many did he get right? He got a fair few of them right.
Well,
Probably kicked all our asses.
since Harry, Rosie, and Nathan left, and I was able to look again, I didn't get a single one. So
There you go. Well, you can have a go at the science quiz now. So
Yeah, but be honest,
just 20
Alan.
questions here.
Be honest, Alan. You must have said them in your head what they were.
no, I didn't have a clue on any of them
Oh,
Oh, really?
at all.
Well,
At all.
there you go.
I think the last
All
time
right.
I went to the pictures was a Harry Potter movie with the kids.
Yeah. Okay, we've got 20 questions for a science quiz. Some are easy, some are more obscure. All right, so here we go.
probably not going to get any of them.
Oh, I'm sure you will. You will. The first question. Plants get their nitrogen from where? Is it the rain, the soil, the air, or the bedrock?
I reckon that one.
That would be photosynthesis, wouldn't it?
There's a picture to help anyone who hasn't already figured out what the answer is.
Oh, I just made it in.
No worries, Stu. They don't get it from Walmart.
I just made it in for the third correct answer in the internal chat. So
And it is the soil. B,
but
the soil. They
we've
get
got
their
a C,
nitrogen
we've got
from
the
the
air.
soil. The air, no, they don't get it from the air. It's got to be nitrogen from the air. It's got to be fixed first into a usable form for the plants. Otherwise, they'd never run out of nitrogen, wouldn't there, being so much nitrogen in the air?
Yeah.
Question 2. At what degrees Celsius temperature is water the densest?
Wait, can we go back to question 1?
Why?
Why? Doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Paul,
Question one was at least a multi-choice.
I'm now going
Yeah.
to claim that that's a malformed question.
Which one?
It's question 2 because there's not actually enough information in it to give a correct answer.
I assume, given no further information, that it's
given
sea level.
Yeah, it's sea level, atmospheric,
One atmospheric pressure.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the thing is, but so I'm going to go that direction. Is that fair?
We've got some correct answers out in the peanuts. There's a graph that might help you.
That's a sad ass graph.
Yeah, I know.
It is. I could have got much better graphs, but that made the answer really obvious.
So I'm correct then.
It is, in fact, at 4 degrees Celsius. Yeah.
You mean the number that shall not be mentioned?
Yeah, 4. Yeah, I wasn't gonna. I
thought that was 7A.
Who said 4? Who said 4
17.
out in the peanut gallery? Brainery,
Yeah.
Dora, Spooky, and Clive.
0.4 times 10 to the power of 1.
The numbers, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I said the lowest
one.
Yeah. What household heating fuel also powers jet planes?
This
is an easy one. Easy.
I'm not going to get it out before Alan. I just made it. I just got the third one on
refined
mine.
into rocket fuel.
So many right answers.
Oh, you said -4, Spook. Okay.
I was going to say the problem is there's multiple different types of kerosene, isn't there?
Yeah, there are. Okay.
Ooh,
you're right. The answer is, in fact, kerosene.
I've got 2 right
Close
so
to
far.
my wheelhouse.
I got 2.
Yeah.
I'm going good here so far.
All right. Question 4. Who discovered the method of destroying disease producing bacteria in beer and milk by heating the liquid properly? Come on, you know this one.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
I'll give you the picture straight away.
Yeah, I'm not looking at the picture. I don't know how to spell it properly, so I'm just typing it out as quick as I can, so I can be 30.
Yeah, I'll give the points to the ones that first points to whoever can spell it correctly.
I like Alan's one.
Zebulon the Predator.
You're nearly there, Alan.
Was he a Catholic priest?
From Terry, the Louse pastor.
At least I got
Lewis.
Yeah.
At least I got the correct number of letters, even if I in the wrong order.
Yeah. So Terry, instead of putting Louis Pasteur, puts the Louse pastor.
Yeah.
Question 5.
We're just lucky you got the right amount of syllables.
Yeah, that's right. Which of the following elements was unknown to ancient civilizations? Was it tin, aluminium? No, it's aluminium.
Yes, that's the
mercury,
correct way of saying
or
it.
sulfur.
Unknown. I reckon it was that one. That one. Which one's that one? That one's that one.
Yeah, this is a pretty easy one. There's the electron shell configuration for this element.
Oh, Monk and
And
Alan
it
went
is,
for a
in
different
fact,
one to me.
B, aluminium.
Ah, I got it.
Because
wrong.
it's so bloody hard to refine.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's not an easy thing.
They had to know tin because that's in bronze.
Oh, okay.
And mercury is naturally occurring, as is sulfur.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
In various places around the world.
Yep. Question 6. In which US state do the most bald eagles live?
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, God, who knows?
Wouldn't have a clue. I think we need somebody that knows about that out there.
Sounds like a blue question.
Well, Blue's not here at the moment, so. What about
Blue's
you,
not
Heat?
here?
What about you, Heat Shell? Do you know any U.S. states that the most bald eagles live?
Oh, I know everything about birds, bro.
Okay.
You want to go? You want to go? You want to go? No, I don't know shit about that.
We don't.
I mean,
we don't.
I mean,
We
I
don't have a correct answer yet.
Poop about that.
You can say the yes word. You're just not allowed to say the F and C word.
Okay, thank you.
I'll give you a hint. This picture was
okay,
taken. This picture was
Alaska.
taken in a place called Homer.
Simpson.
Alaska.
It is indeed Alaska.
Oh, I love you. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. That feels good. Feels good, bro.
What is the name denoting plants that seasonally shed all their leaves? Come on, this is an easy one. Correct spelling, please.
Don't say it out loud. Hey,
is the peanut gallery behind us a few seconds, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Heat Shield, if you're going to say the name out loud, wait till the peanuts answer a couple of answers, and then you can say it out loud.
Yep. Just mute me. Mute me. I'll self-mute. How about that? I'm self-muting.
Well, I'll ask you.
It's all right.
I'm doing it right now.
They've got the answer right now. Anyway, they've got the answer right now. Anyway.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Oh, I could
I'm
have.
back.
Yeah, I could have got that out. That one. I was too busy
Damn
talking.
that, Douglas.
Yeah. Yeah. And the correct answer is deciduous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goody, I spelled it right too.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole. Wait, who spelled it right?
I
got it
don't
right.
know.
Clive Wells probably.
Probably.
What material found in bogs is the oldest fossil fuel used by man?
I could hear somebody typing quick then, and I just made it.
You were second.
Oh yeah, I was too.
Spooky bed hair. Correct sound, wrong word.
You can answer it now, Heat Shield. What's the answer?
Oh, I'm not paying attention.
Clive Wells has got it. Yeah.
What
It is, in fact.
What do they use it for? They use it for a fuel.
For burning.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
What material found in bogs is the oldest fossil fuel used by man? Oh,
And
well, that would be peat moss, right?
peat. Yeah. And
yep. What is meant by the statement that an animal is oviparous?
Terry, why'd you ask me that?
I didn't.
Weirdo.
Now we've got two answers in the internal chat.
Weirdo.
One's correct, one's not.
yeah, I think I might just about complete and utter brain fart there.
I hate brain farts.
Yeah.
Well, those are the best.
There's the picture. The picture helps.
Oh my god. There's something I didn't need to see.
No, we didn't need to see that.
Oh, Doc, come on.
Yeah, that's like the diner that goes to the restaurant and asks what the special of the day, and the waiter says, "Cow's tongue, sir, cow's tongue," and he goes, "Oh, I'm not eating anything that comes out of a dirty old cow's mouth. Give me a fried egg instead."
I'm not eating breakfast today.
Yeah, you're right. It's a creature that it lays eggs.
Yeah, yes,
Not eats eggs, Alan.
Boom Frondle, yes, that is exactly what I said. I think I took it for Oviraptor.
Yeah. Name the tropical American tree which produces the least dense wood known. This is an easy one.
Name the tropical American tree. It's not this stuff.
Tropical American tree?
It's not.
Yep.
It's not. It's not that, is it? Oh, I just made it.
It might be that.
I just made it. Well, there's only
Who's
three
that
of-
dude?
there's
And
only three
yeah,
of us.
you're correct.
Weirdest
the
thing is that
balsa.
it's classified as a hardwood.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Because it's deciduous.
Yep.
I just always found that crazy.
You wouldn't be.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be picking up a piece of redwood if it was that big.
No.
No.
Yeah, and that's a softwood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because of course,
No, it's a hardwood.
Yeah, redwood's a hardwood. Yeah. Okay. What is the distinction shared by Marie Curie and Linus Pauling?
Can I just say dead? They're both dead.
Pretty sure you're spot on there.
There's actually two other people that have got the same distinction now too.
Blue said the same answer.
Okay, in that case, it's not what I
Yeah.
thought.
And here's Linus Pauling's. And of course, you have the correct answer. They both received 2 Nobel Prizes.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. There are actually 4 people that have received 2 Nobel Prizes. What is the name of the first atomic-powered submarine?
Oh God. Not Bodie McBoatface.
No, we've got correct answers.
Obviously.
Out in the peanuts and in the intern. The correct answer is the Nautilus.
Huh.
See, Monk, if you'd have just copied Blue and Alan, you could have got third.
Yeah.
Well,
in
Alan
the
was
internal.
first.
Yeah, but there's 3. We're allowed
Yeah.
3 in the internal.
Think carefully about this one, Terry. What 3 elements besides iron make up the alloy alnico used for making magnets?
Holy crap. You guys, we're surrounded by geniuses, right? Look at these answers. I'm serious, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're saying this is a thinking man's channel?
Probably. Wow.
Thinking persons.
Yeah, that works too.
There's a diagram for what they do with recovered scraps of alnico. So that gives you an indication of what's in it, which a lot of people have got right. It is aluminium, nickel, and cobalt.
Although you spelled it wrong.
No,
It's
I didn't.
aluminum. No, it's aluminum.
That's
Aluminium.
aluminium.
Come on.
No, he spelled it the
Aluminium.
correct
Come on.
international spelling.
Aluminium.
Yeah.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
stupid. You,
I had to
Americans
say
spell
it.
it the right way, but pronounce it wrong. I mean, what the hell?
What the
I
hell,
don't understand you guys sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Here you go.
Okay.
A barn is a unit of what? Length, area, volume, or weight?
Well, I didn't copy you, Monk, but I hope you're right.
Me too.
Oh, somebody went.
I'm
for
expecting Clive will know this one.
Okay.
And you'll note that although I'm not typing it with one finger, I'm putting the full thing in to give everybody plenty of time.
If that helps.
Alan. Terry.
But is Clive in?
I got a PhD. Tony says,
is
yeah,
Clive in
just
voice?
like
Yeah.
selenium, helium, lithium,
Should have
nickel.
all
That's what I know.
been copying Clive, guys. Right, the barn is
Yeah,
a
I was
unit
going
of
for
area.
area
It
or
specifically
volume.
measures the cross section that a nucleus presents to another particle approaching it.
Oh, of course it does.
you could make
Nothing
it
to
a
do with the
barn.
actual. It's got nothing to do with the actual area of the nucleus. It's more like a probability thing.
Yeah, like you probably couldn't hit a barn from the inside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
The broadside of a barn, right?
yeah.
Well, it doesn't
A
matter
light,
inside the damn thing.
yeah. A light year can be converted into what? Astronomical units, hours, foot candles, or ergs?
I think it's that one. Oh, bugger. I missed out, if I'm right.
Yeah, I didn't type it in full because Blue had already answered.
Can we
Yeah.
just ask everybody present if they know what an erg is?
You get extra points if you can answer that one.
It's a mispronounced
Erg.
What Riley uses in
It's
all
a
his
posh pirate.
Blue, what you got?
Yeah, it's astronomical units, of course. All right. You use a hydrometer to check the condition of the electrolyte in your car battery. It is actually measuring what property of the fluid? Is it the charge, the density, the temperature, or the surface tension?
I think Riley should have been here to help.
Oh, I
answer
just
that
got
one.
in.
Yeah.
Did I miss out again? Wasn't quick enough.
And for all of those who put density for the answer, that is correct. It is the density.
I think I still prefer using a hydrometer to measure the alcohol content of wines.
Of home brews.
Of home brews, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Stewie was the
All
best
right.
at that one.
Down to the last 4 questions. The principle behind a breeder reactor is it A, that U-235 undergoes fission, or is it B, U-238 is converted to plutonium-239, which undergoes fission? Is it C, deuterium undergoes fission, or is it D, cobalt-60 undergoes fission?
You want to invent time travel with me, don't you?
We're going to have some easier and some harder questions. So what does a breeder reactor do?
Breeds.
Mm.
I like Irish Stew's answer. It makes good toast.
Yeah.
That you can eat in the dark.
The military of many countries don't like many other countries having breeder reactors. For
Yeah. There's a diagram to help people. And so all of those who put B is the correct answer. It converts the U-238 into plutonium-239, which is then fissionable. And sometimes they actually stop the reactor and remove the 239, plutonium-239, and make bombers out of it.
Yes.
Mm. Steel is composed of a number of elements. The 2 essential elements are iron and which other element? Now, we should all know this after having gone through Terry's ancient histories and how they made iron.
Absolutely.
A lot of right answers already.
But I'm not quite sure, Brainery. Is coal an element?
Brainery's never wrong.
No. Right. And you're right. It is carbon.
I would have been right if
Last
I'd
2 questions.
if I'd have typed it quicker.
When petroleum is refined, it is subject to a number of processes, including cracking. During the cracking process, what happens? Is it lighter hydrocarbons are combined to form heavier ones? Is it heavy hydrocarbons are broken up into lighter ones? Is it lighter hydrocarbons are separated by distillation? Or is it D, oxygen is used to burn the heavier hydrocarbons? All right, we have some correct answers in both internal and peanuts, and the correct answer is, of course, B. Heavy hydrocarbons are broken up into lighter ones. And the last question, what is a psychrometer used for?
Oh, no. Don't tell people that. Don't. No.
Would it work on a flat earther?
I can't even figure out what the hell that word translates to. So
Yeah.
Well, wait. Can we break it down before we get the answer?
Yep.
So we got psych, right? So we're talking about the mind, and we're talking about measuring it. This is really, we're taking a step in a wrong direction here, guys.
Yeah.
chrome in the middle. I don't know if that's something to do with bumpers.
Did I just hear a Zippo?
No, that was me opening things to make coffee.
We have one correct answer in the internal chat. Nothing of any correctness in the external chat yet.
Okay.
Well, how are we doing so
man.
far? What's that look like? What's that look like, man?
It's got a wet bulb and it's got a dry bulb.
Yeah.
And it's got a cloth sock.
Wet bulb, dry
for
bulb.
wet.
I remember wet
That
sock,
would
dry
explain it,
sock.
Yeah, I
As long
think
as we
it's a
don't talk about
similar
the crusty
principle.
sock, we're all good.
Oh my god!
No, wet sock, dry sock, not crusty sock.
Well, we'll give them a hint. It starts with H.
Easy one, kids.
Pretty sure it has something to do with LSD.
I noticed those thermometers are rated in Fahrenheit, not proper units.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's the only H word I can think of.
You can do it in
Humidity.
centigrade
I
too.
saw in the chat someone said humidity.
They
Yeah,
did.
Yeah,
That is correct.
I already typed it in
The
the
answer
internal.
is, yeah, measuring humidity. There you go. And that's your 20 questions for the quiz. There
Wow. Well, add up your scores, everyone.
you go.
I had a horrible feeling I was going to do worse than the movies, but I did okay.
Got him. Dude, that was fun.
The quizzes
was
usually
fun.
are.
Okay, who done good out in the peanuts? Stewie got 4 right, he reckons.
So do you know the reason why they chose 32 Fahrenheit for the freezing point of water?
No, I do
No,
not
they
know
didn't.
why.
Who's they? What do you mean? Who's they? Who chose that?
The people that devised the Fahrenheit scale. Mr.
Yeah,
Fahrenheit.
because they chose 0 to be some brine mixture.
But why did they assign it 32?
Salt
One
water.
assigned 32.
Yeah. So when they devised the scale, obviously they chose 2 points, right? They chose the freezing point of a salty brine solution,
Right.
and they chose the body's temperature. All right,
Which
body temperature to be the other thing.
kind of got
And
wrong.
so why did they choose 32 for that?
I don't think anyone chose that. I think it just ended up that way.
No, they did. There's a reason for it.
Okay, let's have it.
The reason is because the difference between 32 and 96 is 64. And that made it easy to divide the thermometer up into equal divisions, because you could just divide it in half and then divide those halves into half and then divide those into half again to get the scale down the thermometer. So it's easy to divide up something into 64 divisions just by dividing up in half over and over again.
Interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
Where does 96 come from?
Body temperature.
Yeah,
Which
why
is-
did they?
Average healthy human body temperature.
Oh, well, that would be the average body temperature of someone who has just become deceased and is in the process of cooling off.
Yeah.
98.6 is body temperature.
Yeah.
So when the scale was
do a
originally
particularly good job of it.
Yeah. When the scale was originally developed, that's what they chose as the 2 extremes.
Okay.
And of course, it was then found out that the average body temperature wasn't quite that.
So what
So
do we do
presumably
about?
they.
I understood
What do we-
0 to be the freezing point of a salty brine solution.
Yeah, but you'd have to calibrate that solution, wouldn't you, to get it to fit somewhere? Because depending on the concentration of the brine, it's going to alter the freezing point.
Right, exactly. But it was some specific brine solution that was chosen, which had a freezing point, which they defined as 0.
That always sounded to me like they were just trying to fiddle things.
Yeah, probably.
We define things as we move along. I think it's really awesome that what we do as, I want to say, scientists, as we move along, we define things. I think it's pretty cool.
Yep.
So yeah, 0 is what we make it. Right? Is that not right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, except on the Kelvin scale.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. That's
in which
right.
case, 0 is what we can't quite make it to.
It's what we can't quite make it to.
Yeah. We can get pretty close.
We can get pretty close. It's pretty funny, man. It's funny. I like that.
I have my moments.
Yeah, you do. So what are the rest of you guys doing today?
Today, we'll be going to bed in a couple of hours.
Tonight, I don't know. I'll go to bed.
Our night's nearly finished.
All right. That's funny.
You've got the whole day ahead of you.
No, I just got New York in front of me. That's all.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Nearly lunchtime here.
Oh, who is that? Is that Alan?
Yeah.
Look at those beautiful birds.
Uh-oh.
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 I didn't do anything. Wasn't me.
Look at those balls.
Oh, look at the, oh, yep, I see those.
Speaking of which, how are your balls, Blue?
Those are some nice ones, aren't they? Yes, sir. Oh, my balls are wonderful.
Yeah, I'll draw a smiley face on it for you.
Okay.
Oh, it didn't
Oh,
work.
come on.
It didn't work.
Oh, come
sorry.
on.
Yeah.
Grow up.
On this channel.
Now I can't wipe. Now I can't wipe the smiley face off the ball.
Oh, well.
I broke it now. Oh, we'll work it out one day.
Blue, what have you been getting into, man?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this thing finished. Today may be the day. I'm pretty close.
So wild.
Okay. We'll watch.
Much
We'll
more
watch
work have you
Blue's
got to do on
swinging
it, Blue?
balls. Can we see Blue's
I'm
shiny balls?
rebuilding I'm rebuilding the torsion beam itself. I made one just a prototype to start with, just to have something to stick in there. And I made it out of pine, and it managed to warp itself a little bit. It wasn't bad. It could easily have been straightened out, I think, and I probably could have used it, but I had a piece of poplar, and I decided to remake the thing and just make a few minor changes to it. Make provisions to mount the mirror on it in the proper position, because you really want the surface of that mirror right on the center line of the beam. You don't want to have it off center. And that means that the suspension wire itself can't come all the way down through the thing, or you're going to have to figure out another place to put the mirror at. So anyway, long story short, that's what I'm in the middle of right now, is finishing up that permanent torsion balance beam. But I'm almost there. Don't need a whole lot more work to do.
Look at that. Just look at it.
It is a thing of beauty.
Well, hello everybody. We're almost finished with this thing. That's pretty much everything assembled at this point. You can see the laser mount that I put together is just clamped onto the front edge of the table right now, so I need to make a little bit more permanent arrangement for that, but that's not a big deal. I'll get around to that tomorrow probably. I've got the original torsion beam in there in a more or less prototype torsion wire. It's a combination. Actually, I cut the wire when I removed the torsion beam from the enclosure. I had it temporarily mounted to begin with. I pulled it out of there and I cut the wire in the process. So I made a new upper section and just kind of twisted things together and put a little solder on it. So it's really a hybrid wire, and it's not the thing that needs to be in there for actual testing purposes. But it was good enough just to have a little fun and play around with this thing. So everything is pretty well balanced. The two small masses are very close to each other in weight. The large masses, the large spheres were not very close. The smaller one, which is actually on the far side of the experiment from where you see it right now, weighed in at 22.02 kilograms, and the sphere on this side weighed in at 22.42 kilograms. So there's about 0.4 of a kilogram difference. So it took a few hours of sanding to remove the additional lid very carefully, try to keep everything spherical. But that all worked out, and now they're both within they're within 10 grams of each other. I used a hanging type fish scale. You can see it hanging there on the left side of the experiment. So pretty shortly, certainly within the next week or two, we'll be ready to start doing some actual experiments. I still need to acquire some instrumentation for this thing. And there's a couple of minor tests that haven't been performed yet. There's no grounding on this thing at the moment. So I need to run ground wires to the lead weights and to all of the metallic parts, wires and things and so forth inside the enclosure, and that'll eliminate any possibility of static having anything to do with it. I've heard a lot of stories from people, and I know some have had bad experiences with these things wanting to wobble around and move around. This one is very stable. Shout out to BM Furball. That's his laser. That's the laser he used in Korea when he did his Cavendish. But BM didn't have the luxury that I have of having a separated room like this with a concrete floor, so nothing is vibrating anything in here. And the output, the laser is just rock solid. In fact, I'll show it to you in just a second. We got the camera set up doing a time lapse. I just got the laser mounted this morning. Surf mode. And it just happens to be projecting a dot conveniently on the vise on the small workbench. So I taped the scale up there so we got something to measure from. I'll give you a look at the laser setup. Not complete, of course. Still got to make that mount a bit more permanent. But you can see the laser reflecting off the first surface mirror inside the cabinet. And that reflection, of course, is what we're seeing out here against the vise. So, this motion that we're witnessing came strictly from rotating the large masses from a neutral position to the position that they're in. And as this time lapse finishes, and I think we're on a count of about 26 right now, I'm going to move the weights to the opposite position and set up another time lapse. And let's see what happens with that. All right, we've set up a second time lapse. And now we're going to rotate these masses. Boy, that thing is smooth. Just barely have to put any pressure on it. Sorry, not paying attention to where the camera's pointed. And let it. Which direction you're holding the damn thing. Don't bang it into anything. Like that. So now we'll see what happens.
Short string.
I'll walk in front of the laser here. Now we'll see what happens to our laser spot, because we have changed the position of everything. Let's see what goes on.
Holy shit, that's beautiful, dude.
This section is before I move the weights, and then you'll see it change in the next video. Now watch it move. See, it's moved up the scale. That's when I rotated the weights. And I'll show you an overlap of the two put together. You can see how different the position is. So it's actually doing something.
Yeah, it would definitely seem to be doing something, and it would seem to be doing what is expected of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right, man.
That's what it should do. A torsion wire that's in it, that was in it when I was doing this, like I said, I just kludged the thing together and twisted wires together and put some solder on them. And the thing behaved like an equivalent diameter of about 0.01 inches, which is much, much stiffer than it should be.
What distance did you say the
So-
laser was from the
9'6"
yeah,
from that vise.
yeah.
I've
And the amount
got
of
to set up
movement
a permanent screen.
and the amount of movement that you wouldn't even hardly detect it by the naked eye at the source by the time it magnified it at there.
Yeah, at the end of a 2-foot beam, it's a fourth of that, right? So not very much at all. But keep in mind that Cavendish was measuring total deflections from extreme positions of the balls of let me think, about 6 or 7 twentieths of an inch.
Wow.
Yes, Tony, I already pointed that out to Blue. His rule is wrong. It was made in America.
Yeah, I could turn it upside down. It's got millimeters on the bottom of it.
Yeah, but the numbers are upside down, then you have to read back to front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because the guy that made the scale's too stupid to realize that he could have put the numbers upside down so that when you turned it over, they'd be right side up.
I think that's your lot for the night.
And
I think for that.
And Tony, all my calculations are in metric. I can't help the scale being inches.
Oh, Stewie wanted to know, was your pencil scientifically calibrated as well?
No, it was not. In fact, I've got to get some metric pencils. Those
Okay.
are imperial pencils, I think.
I got a guy for that, Lou, by the way. I got a guy for metric pencils.
Oh,
if you
good.
need any. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a guy for that.
Perfect. Yeah. Gotta have metric pencils.
And how you going with all your camera equipment and stuff like that you need to have?
I've not done anything yet on it, Terry. I've still got to do some fiddling around, I guess, and figure out exactly what to get.
Mm-hmm.
I've been meaning all week to talk to BM or try to catch up with him. I think he's back from
Furball is,
Norway.
oh man, Furball is awesome.
And you're saying something
Yeah,
about you
Furball had
needed
all
more
kinds of
memory
good
for
stuff.
your camera, probably?
I don't know what we're going to do about the. Well, not really.
Hmm.
The camera's fine. Just trying to figure out how to make it stop. It doesn't really hurt anything either. It picks up where when you shoot a time lapse. I find out it's shooting individual frames, so it keeps numbering those things. Well, if you try to store all the pictures from say 800 shots, you've used up 64 gig of memory.
Yep.
And I'm not going to go through,
Well,
128 gig memory card for every 2 runs on this thing. Good, that would become expensive over time. All I need is the video.
You're able to
So
hardwire a camera to an external source, can't you? Like to a hard drive or a computer or something, can't you?
Yeah. Could do that.
The simple answer is just download the video, download all the files off the card onto your computer, wipe the card, and start again.
Yeah, but this
Yeah,
is the thing to do with simultaneous recording, Alan. So when it comes to that point, everything will have to be recorded simultaneously.
Yeah, but you've still Terry. The thing is that you're going to have to record all the different bits of video as separate files anyhow. But each time you record it, each time you do a run, you make the time lapse. You can then download the images off the card and start again. I mean, when I do my time lapses, I've only got a 32 gig card for the camera, which means that I get if I get a good run where it's fairly, where the images are fairly clean and not very noisy, I'll get around 1800 frames on the 32 gig card. It does mean I tend to need an awful lot of hard drives though to store it all on.
Yeah, but Blue's going to be simultaneously recording all when it comes to the actual experiment. Everything will be recorded into one file, so that way it's all shown to be recorded at the same time.
You can't really. Well, it's not. There's not a very easy way to record to record multiple cameras into one file, because
you do it on OBS, I think.
Oh yeah, you can do it on OBS, but you can't. What I'm trying to say is you can't. You're not going to be able to record it unless you're bringing the feed in from the camera as a video, as a live 30 frames a second video feed, and you bring all of those in and then put them all into small little windows in a video, in a frame of video. That's the only way you'll do it with OBS. The time lapse type stuff, I'm not aware of any way that you could record that other than directly in the camera.
No, and I don't think it needs to be. Having it recorded in the camera is fine. And this camera, as we were talking the other day, this camera actually will stitch all that stuff together for me. I don't have to bring it into my computer. I don't have to bring all the individual images in. It will render it to a video itself. So really, the only thing I need to import from the camera is just the video file. I don't care about all of those individual images. They're worthless to me once I have a video of it.
Yeah. But you're pretty much going to have to record each of the cameras separately. Of course, the thing to do is to one other thing that I might do is check that the times are all set correctly in all of the cameras, because the cameras invariably all have clocks in them. So my view would be to make sure that all the clocks are synchronized to a master clock.
Yeah, well, we're not really worried about the flatties brainery. We're doing this. Blue's just doing this for what it is. It's an experiment that was done by a certain person, and it's just getting replicated. I know the flurfers are going to complain, but we're not worried about that. I reckon The first thing that I heard them complain about was, "Oh, you're going to do it in a vacuum chamber or vacuum thing?" Oh, you got to be
Yeah.
kidding! What else? That was the first thing I ever heard.
Yeah, sure. You provide the vacuum chamber, I'll be glad to do that.
Yeah, and any other complaints
A
they've
vacuum
got?
chamber that is a Faraday cage, even.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we could always get them to fund it to go into space. We'll do it in actual space. That'd be different. Okay. I think we'll leave it there, guys.
Oh, you have to.
Sorry, Blue.
I was going to say, if they want if they would like it done in a vacuum chamber on top of a mountain, anything they like,
Yeah.
as long as all they have to do is cover the expense cost, which I can assure you will not be cheap.
Well, Blue, that's badass, man. It really is.
That's been a
Badass.
lot of fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching some of that foolishness, but I really had a ball messing around with that thing.
No pun intended.
Yeah, well, I had 2 balls actually. No, wait,
my
4
God.
balls. I had 4 balls.
Okay then.
More than the average number of balls, but
Stewie said, "Did Lindsay supply the screwdrivers?" Well, I don't know. Are they left-handed screwdrivers or right-handed screwdrivers? I have to check that.
Ooh, where are my
Okay.
left-handed screwdrivers?
I was trying to figure out what Monk was.
Hey, hang
trying
on
to
a second. Left-handed screwdrivers. What's going on here?
You can buy them at the same place you
Oh,
can
yeah.
get left-handed hammers. I heard.
Oh, that's bullshit. I don't like this at all.
What I'm dying to see, Blue, is when you finish with this experiment, I want to see you reel one of those sinkers in on the end of a fishing line.
Oh, yeah. They apparently use those things on some kind of big
Yeah.
ass nets they fish with.
Yeah.
Can't imagine having to work on that ship.
Yeah.
Hope
Having
you
one
weren't
of those
showing.
things roll on your toe is going to hurt.
Monk was screen sharing something in his avatar. I don't know what that was. I hope it was nothing we shouldn't be seeing.
that's just me playing around with OBS for the first time.
Yeah.
Trying to
Oh,
figure
so
out
you
how to
mean you're
do
drunk?
YouTube videos.
Yeah, I'm drunk too.
I don't think we'll get into trouble for that. It just came through on the avatar, so it should be all right.
We hope.
Yeah.
It was you did have it reversed though, Monk. So that was one thing I was going to say. Your video's back to front. When you're seeing it in the Zoom window, it needs to be back to front as far as you're concerned.
Right. So if I do that, it comes out looking okay to you guys.
Okay, calm down. Hold on. Who has all those badass airplane pictures?
Oh,
I
that's
just want to
Ellen.
thank.
That's L.
It's Ellen. Okay, Ellen
Yeah.
Evans, right? Yeah.
Yes,
I just want to thank you, man. That is awesome.
They're all your own shots as well, aren't they, Alan?
They are indeed all my own work.
That is badass.
My astronomical set do have a couple of screen grabs of light pollution maps and also of the map where it shows if the ISS is going to be visible against the sun or the moon. But other than that, everything that appears in my rotations are all photos that I have taken myself, or video that I've done myself.
Absolutely beautiful. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, the
then.
triplanes.
Oh, there's me
Yeah,
goodbyes
Terry.
in the peanuts. Oh, thanks, Alan. Thanks, Peter. Debbie?
Dubai.
Dubai. Oh, okay. Thanks, Big Blue. Thanks, Monk. Thanks, Heat Shield, for dropping by. We had
Oh, I love you, man. I'll see
we
you, Blue.
had
I'll see you,
Stewie,
Terry.
Clive, Zebulon, Tony, Dora, Scott, Matt. Oh, Casual Space Matt was out there. PhD Gleam, Grimfondle,
Who's in chat? Holy
Rainery.
crap. Who's in chat?
Who else was out there? I'm scrolling. I'm going to miss somebody. Mira, Rainery. Did I say Rainery? Spooky. Zebulon.
Love you all anyway.
Dora, Fred. You know who you are if I've missed you. Yeah, head over to Discord for the after show if you just want to come over there. If you need a link, let me know. You've probably all got links to my Discord anyway. Okay then, we'll see you on, what's today? Saturday, no. Maybe Monday afternoon I may do a bit of an after show. I'll see how I go. Otherwise we'll see you next Wednesday evening. Okay.
Terry, you're online like 24 hours a day, man.
Yeah, I might be in front of the computer now and again, but I don't have to go online I don't have to stream all the time. But I'm ready to go at any moment's notice if I need to. Alright. Alright then. Night paddle, night peanuts.
Good night, peanuts.
Night butternuts.
Oh, that was too